Million-dollar green beans, a sweet, salty, smoky, flavorful dish, a new alternative to making regular green beans, topped with chopped cooked bacon. Keep watching and I'll show you how to make it. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. I don't know how you found me, but I'm happy you're here. Today I'm going to show you a recipe for million-dollar green beans. These green beans are bright and tender, sweet, salty, covered in a sweet, salty glaze and served with crumbled bacon on top. Your family or friends will absolutely love them. New twist for green beans. That's one of my favorite vegetables, but I ate them out of the can. And those of you who know me, welcome back. You know I upload 2 videos a week and I always include an inspirational quote. Let me tell you guys the ingredients. I've got an ice bath there because this recipe, to tell you the truth, is made for 8 people, but I'm only going to do it for 4. So technically, I'm going to use the exact ingredients, measurements, but I'm going to use less green beans. This recipe calls for 2 packages of green beans. These are fresh green beans. I'm going to wash them and trim them. They've already been trimmed, but I'm going to take the tails off. You need 6 strips of bacon. Now technically I would use 4 because I'm only using 1 packet of green beans, but I am going to use 6. You need a half a cup of a chopped onion. So I'm going to use a quarter. I'm not going to use the full onion. You need a third of a cup of brown sugar, and you need 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and a little bit of crushed red pepper to make it spicy, or you can eliminate that if children are going to be eating that. I'm going to turn the camera around and get everything set up, get the bacon cooked. Let's get cooking. Okay guys, off camera I did cut up a quarter of that onion, and I forgot, I am so sorry. You need garlic for this. You need 3 cloves of minced garlic. So I'm going to use 3 tablespoons. And I cooked the bacon in the microwave. I only did 5 strips, even though for 2 bags you're supposed to have 6 strips. I figured 1 less wouldn't hurt. So now I've washed my green beans. So what I'm going to do now is cut these tips off here. I don't like these little tips that come on fresh green beans. So if you like them, leave them on. I don't think they're palatable or attractive to eat. So I'm going to go off camera because it's tedious and just show you that to go through and tip. Oh, see, that tip is fine, but you really don't want to keep the little stemmy part where it's stuck to the vine. So I'll be right back with you. Okay everyone, you see my water's boiling, so I am going to go ahead and salt the water. And when you do this, it's called blanching the green beans. It does keep them nice and green. But those of you that know me know there's no way I can cook these for a minute or 2 and then saute them in that fabulous sauce I'm getting ready to make for you. Here's the green beans that I've trimmed. I'm going to put these into the boiling water. I can't eat them just cooked like this for a couple minutes and then sauteed. They're just no. So anyway, you guys know I upload 2 videos a week. I always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke. So I'm going to let these boil for no longer than a couple minutes. It gives them the bright green color. And then I'm going to place them in this ice water bath that I made and shock them. That'll stop the cooking process. Then we'll move on to making the delicious glaze. And like I said, I made bacon. It's all set. I'm going to crumble this up. This goes on top. And I've reserved 2 tablespoons of the bacon grease to saute the onions and the garlic in. Then I add the brown sugar and the soy sauce and mix that together and toss the green beans. It's all set. Like I said, this serves 8 people if you use 2 bags. And I'm using the same exact measurements you'd use for the sauce for the green beans. So you just have to get another bag because I didn't feel like doing the math and doing half of anything because most people will make it for more than just myself. My husband won't eat this. You know, they're green, those that know me. And you know, your girl, like I said, she loves to eat, but does not like to cook. So I'll be right back as soon as I get these blanched and shocked. Okay, I'm taking the green beans out of the boiling water and putting them into the ice bath. This will stop the cooking process and hopefully keep them super green and vibrant. It's more palatable for the eyes. You know, we eat with our eyes first, and then I eat with my nose. It's got to smell right. and then I move on to the taste. So I'm gonna put you guys back on pause. Okay guys, so I put my eye now over here, and this is for the onions and the garlic. I'm gonna put this as 1/4 of an onion, because remember I'm only using 1 bag, and this recipe calls for 2 bags of green beans. I'm only using 1. I get these going because I don't want the garlic to burn. Now add 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. I'm sorry, I apologize. I forgot to show you that in the main ingredient list at the beginning. I am so sorry. I'm doing some last minute cooking. What I'm doing now is just sauteing the garlic and the onions for just a few minutes to get them softened. Whatever you do, don't burn your garlic. It gives it a bitter taste and it'll ruin your meal. So always be ready to add the other ingredients when you're cooking garlic. You see, I just cut it up on high, and it won't take long. Whoops, they say when you smell it and it's fragrant, you're good to go. You want to take that raw taste out of it. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add the 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And this is 1/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar. And you want to cook this until thickened. This takes about 5 minutes or so to get this. You see how quick and easy this is? And you have a new delicious way to serve green beans instead of, like I said, my mother always cooked them out of the can or fresh, mostly fresh, potatoes and onions in there. And I am going to make these spicy because those that know me know that my husband does not eat anything green, so I will not be sharing these with him. So I'm just going to add a little bit of red pepper flakes to that. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button. Cut this down, but I don't want to cook too fast. Let's cook this, put it on low. I basically just want the onions to get softened, and this will tighten up. And you pour this over the green beans. And I don't mind if there's any extra sauce, because I am cooking chicken with this. When I finish this and whatever sauce is left, I plan to put it over my chicken. This is really flavorful. They call it $1 million green beans. Got a great joke for you guys. And as usual, you know, I always upload 2 videos a week and put an inspirational quote in each video. Try and keep you moving on your grind. A lot of us have a lot of things going on. Life becoming difficult for a lot of people. Food prices are high. Just trying times for a lot of people. So I try and give you a quote to help you keep it moving. So I'm going to put you guys on pause and let this cook for about 4 more minutes. Toss the green beans in and then turn the camera around and tell you guys my joke. Okay guys, so this has been cooking for about 5 minutes. The onions are soft. I've taken the green beans out of the ice bath. I'm just going to add them to this skillet. And probably my tongs. So then a spoon. I'm going to cook these until they're tender. I'm going to put the eye back up a little higher. You want to cook these until they're at your desired tenderness. And you know I like mine very tender. This is definitely not cooked enough for me. So these will have to go at least 5 to 10 minutes in this delicious sauce to get them softer. So I'm just showing you how you just flip these around. And this is enough supposedly for 4 people, 1 bag. So if you're having more than 4 people per serving, I would definitely do 2 bags of the green beans. Get these nice and coated. Okay. I'll let these cook for a little while and then come back and I'll turn the camera around and get everything set up. Okay guys, these have been going honestly for about 10 minutes. The recipe I had says cook them for 5. I'm going to go ahead and crumple 2 pieces of bacon, crunch it up and add it into here. The rest of it we're going to use on top for garnish. They're pretty soft. I like my vegetables. Like to cook them to your desired likeness. If you like them really, really crisp, then do the 5 minutes, as most people cook these, but I went 15, closer to 15. Okay. Okay, so let's get these plated up. See how delicious they look, and you won't believe how great they smell. I think your family will love them. And like I said, leave out the red pepper flakes if you know any children are going to eat them, unless they can handle the spice. Okay guys, there you have it, $1 Million green beans, the brown sugar, the soy sauce, the onions, the garlic. This is delicious, way better than I expected. I think they taste better than my girlfriend's grandmother. Don't tell her I said that when I had them at her house. I just crunched up some bacon and put it on top. And I added 2 strips. This is 6 strips total. And like I said, you normally need 8 for 2 bags. So please give this recipe a try. If you like this video, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Let me turn the camera around and tell you guys my joke. Okay guys, a husband who always insists on making love in the dark. But after 20 years of this, his wife turns on the light and finds him holding a vibrating dildo. She goes ballistic. "You impotent bastard, how could you lie to me for all these years?" The husband looks at her calmly in the eyes and says, "I'll explain the toys, you explain the kids." That is so bizarre. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please give this a thumbs up. God bless you guys. These $1 Million green beans are bright and tender and sweet with a salty glaze and served with crumbled bacon on top. You want to make them spicy, add the red pepper flakes. This would be a delicious side dish for any protein that you serve, or any holiday if you want to kick it up a notch from your traditional green beans. This is Jennifer. Hope to see you on the next one. God bless.